Hey guys, so in this video I'm going to be showing you how to create loops in Java, and I've gone ahead and created a program called loop underscore program, and I've created the pseudocode here as well. So what we're going to do is first of all have the user enter a number between 1 and 10, and then we're going to do no calculations, and using the number they entered we're going to print out the corresponding response. So I'm going to create the program from start to finish, and at the same time I'm going to be showing you how to create loops. Loops are basically um, code. It's basically code that allows you to repeat a certain code, I guess, in your program. Say you wanted to repeat the number 10, just have that print out 10 times on the screen. You'd use a loop for that. And I'll show you how to do that. And so let's get started. So first we're just going to import terminal IO. So right there, dot star, and then we're going to come down here and first of all create a variable for the number that the user enters. So say int user num, and then what we're going to do is just have that number equal to the user's input. Now to have that we need keyboard reader, so we've done that before, so all we need is keyboard reader read equals new keyboard reader parentheses semicolon, and that'll create the keyboard reader. Now all we have to do is just type in user num is equal to read int because it's an integer, and in that we're just going to type in the parentheses and quotation marks, we're just going to type um, please enter a number between 1 and 10. So we've done that, and that basically has the user enter whatever number. So to loop this, there are three kinds of loops first of all, so let me show you that. So three kinds of loops. One is the while loop, two is do while loop, and the third and most useful, according to me, because I use it the most actually, is the for loop. And let's just go close that. So basically what the while loop, do while loop, and for loop do are, it's exactly the same. The only difference is the syntax. And if you don't know what syntax is, it's basically the general outline of the code, and you'll understand what I'm saying in just a bit. So to do a while loop and to have the loop repeat, um, this statement right here, please enter a number between 1 and 10. So what we're gonna do, if the user enters a number less than 1 or greater than 10, we're going to repeat this again. And to do that using a while loop, all we're going to type is while. It's just like an if statement. While user num is less than 1, or while the user num is greater than 10, we're just going to print this out. Okay, and what you want to do is just put uh, the brackets here like you do for while or for if statements, and that's about it. That's a while loop. It's very simple. You just type in while and user or your condition here, and then just what you want in there. So but what this does is that it will only print out this number or this code right here if um, the user is less than 1 or greater than 10. So when we start, there's no like assigned number to user. Like if we were to do user num equals to 0, then this entire while loop wouldn't even run because user num would be less than 1. So what we're going to do is just copy this right there, and I'm going to paste it right here. Paste. And then so what this will do is it'll have the user enter a number from the start, and if that number is less than 1 or greater than 10, we're just going to print out this: please enter a valid number, to tell the user that they didn't enter a valid number. So now if we run this, so run file, please enter a number, so I'm going to enter 11. Please enter a valid number, 5. Process completed, which means the loop ran, right? Because it shows please enter a valid number. Now, in this video, we're just going to be using the while loop, and in the next video, I'm going to show you how to do the do while, and then in the one after that, the for loop. And basically, since we have our statement here, to match that up with the corresponding response, so what are the corresponding responses? So for that, we can make a switch statement, right? As we've done before. And all we're going to do is just type in the user num. And since we have 10, I don't want to have to write 10 cases, so I'm just going to go ahead and change this to 5. So enter a number between 1 and 5. And let's go up here and change this as well, or pseudocode. So now it'll only be up till the number 5. And so we have case 1, break, case 2, break, case 3, break, and case 4, break, and case 5, break. And since the user can't really enter a wrong number, say, then all we're going to do is just leave out the default, because default is usually if they don't enter a number that's or don't enter the value that you want, right? So for case 1, we're just going to print out system.out.println, and I'm just going to go ahead and copy this, copy, and I'm going to paste it here, 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 and here. And in here I'm just going to write you typed 1, and then here I'm going to write you typed 2, and so on and so forth, right? So you typed 3, you typed 4, and you typed 5. So there, it's that simple, and you don't need a break here since we don't have a default case, right? So all you're going to do is just save it, and let's run it. So let me just pull this up right here. So run project, enter number between 1 and 5, 6. Enter a valid number, okay, 4. You typed 4. So as you can see, it works perfectly fine, and it's very general sense of what while loops can do. You can make very complex programs using while loops, and Yeah, but for me, my favorite would be the for loop. It's very simple. And the do while loop, let me just explain what that does. Do while loop is called the do while loop because the format of it goes something like this: do and then while. So the condition you would usually put in a while statement at the top, you put in at the bottom, and in the middle brackets here, you put whatever code you want. And then, so on start, it will run it once, and then it will see if your condition is true or false. So see, we have this user num here. We'd be able to put that in here in the do brackets, and then the condition just type in this, and it makes it simpler actually and neater. But they do basically the same thing. And yeah, that's about it. So be sure to check out my next video and like and subscribe, guys. And thanks for watching.